We're live. What is up, guys? Happy Friday. Oh, man. What a week. What a few weeks it's been. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Let's see who we got here. Brian. Oh, Brian, I sent you some popcorn earlier. Turn it up to 11. Speaking of, how are we doing on the volume? Are we good? Seems good. Anyways, I'm excited about a lot of different things. So tonight's just going to be kind of a chat about a bunch of stuff. The NFT stuff that I know that you guys can't have missed it, talking about it online. And with that, introducing you to a new friend and kind of colleague on the NFT projects. Let's see here. Baseball cards. I've got my update of which card is next and which release date is next and who I'm launching with. And they're all Project 2020 artists and it's pretty soon. So that's cool. And then like art stuff, it's crazy with this ties back into the NFT stuff, but I've been working with a handful of different artists on the NFT project with Terrell Owens, Lauren Taylor, Ken Carl, Jordan Spector, Tom Borowski, Naturel, Lorenzo Spano. Am I missing anyone? I hope not. Space Coop, kind of. So it's been fun. I gotta say, I'm working with, I think it's 6 other artists plus myself, and then the Space Coop is kind of doing his thing, kind of sequentially after ours. But like even managing like 6 artists' content, finished versions of art, bios, headshots, like organizing it all, links, Ethereum addresses. It's a lot to manage. And so I do have to say a little bit more respect to Tops for even like last year managing 20 artists with Project 2020. I can't imagine what it must be like to do 51 artists. It's a lot. But so that's the plan for tonight. It's probably going to be relatively quick, maybe quick stream. I didn't decide I was going to stream until like pretty last minute. Partially tied into like the stuff that I'm doing with the Terrell Owens NFT. I just didn't know if I would have the bandwidth or energy. I've been going hard for the last little while. I see you, Phoenix. I'll think about it. Oh man, kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I hit up Terrell Owens like right before the stream, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be doing this. If you want to jump on and say what's up, I'm gonna send you a link." And he said he's out and about, so I don't think Terrell's gonna pop in tonight. But I do know if any of the artists that I'm working with on the project end up in the stream tonight, and if you guys want to like tag them on Twitter or wherever, tell them to jump in here. I can send them a link. I think it'd be fun to like have them up on this little stage. And in fact, I should probably. How do I get the link? Here we go. Okay, so there's this. We're gonna have some Inception. Yep. Oh, there we go. All right, YouTube here. I'm gonna tweet this out. You guys remember how we used to do like retweet this tweet and then you could win a thing? We could do Andy. Can you bring me a Cal Ripken duel? Like one of the blue, like to the 1 to 10. So we're gonna give away a card tonight, right now. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna tweet this, and let me just compose this tweet. Then you guys can all retweet it. There's only 24 people watching, if I'm right. Thank you, brother. This is Cal Ripken, Project 2020, dual auto. Are we gonna? I mean, I guess we should do number 1. We'll do number 1 to 10. Yeah, stuck back there the whole time.
Hello, Miss Lady.
Hello, Miss Lady. So Anyways, we're going to give this away, but let me tweet something, and then I'm going to have you guys retweet it. Come hang out with me live right now. Win this Cal Ripken dual auto.
You gotta say who it's with.
Retweet.
With me.
Oh.
Who's the duel? You know?
Who's the duel? I'm the duel.
Yeah.
Retweet to in this dual auto must be present in stream to win. Winner picked at 10. I mean, we're gonna do this really soon. So it's 10:29 right now. Let's do this in what do you think, guys? 6 minutes? 10:35? 10:35 p.m. EST in 6 minutes. Come hang out with me live right now. Okay, bam, we need a little emoji. Alert. There we go. Alert. Come hang out with me live right now. Pop. Retweet to win this Cal Ripken dual auto. Okay, I need to take a photo of this. Send it to myself. This is nice. Okay, we'll do that. Now I got to send this to myself. Really wait. I guess the longer you wait, the bigger impact it has in life. Okay, desktop downloads. Oh God, I have so much. Have you guys ever just abandoned your entire desktop folder of images of stuff? I twice now in the last week, I've taken everything on my desktop, put it into a folder, called it Archive 1. Yeah, and then I got rid of it. We got Ken Carl. Ken Carl's in the building. Ken, let me see here. Where's this invite? Here we go. Copy. Ken. And Carl, if you want to jump on with us, you're welcome to.
And when he says us, hello, Miss Lady. Ken, come join us. Mike O'Day here.
Mike's been waiting back there the whole time.
I was waiting for the appropriate moment. I thought Blake was going to cue me up earlier in that conversation.
I didn't know.
But it worked out all the better that we waited. And now I came to recruit Ken. Ken, get on the stream with us.
Yeah, I didn't know how long you were going to wait. I didn't know if you were waiting on me to do something.
Hey, no, it was perfect. I was kind of just getting some energy after this long week's push. Yeah. I don't know how you Blake's a man on a mission, man. Everyone, you see it through Twitter virtually, you see it through these live streams, but Blake goes hard. I've not seen anyone really take the just momentum and run with it like Blake does. And it's exciting to be part of.
Yeah, bro. Thanks, man.
I like how this TO is.
I'm pushing this to 11 minutes. So we're going to do it 10:43 because it took me a while to compose the tweet because I had to get a nice picture of the card and stuff. So let's go edit here. Let's brighten this up a little. Can we do a little alterations?
You're
here?
A magic maker, man. You can do it.
I think it's fine. Okay.
It'll get the job done.
It's fine. Okay, come hang with me live right now. YouTube link, retweet to win this Cal Ripken dual auto. Must be present in stream to win. Winner pick 10:43 Eastern in 11 minutes. Go. Bam, tweeted.
Let's see which goes more wild. Win the Cal Ripken or drop for ETH giveaway.
I don't know. People like Cal. It already got retweeted once. Oh wow, just ready. Okay, copy link to tweet. I'm gonna put this in the comments. Here we go. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, smash that thumbs up. There we go. Jose, thank you. I appreciate that. Shake, what's up? Rob, Pat D's.
I think we're about to blow up.
Chris, Bynum, Ray, Sam Cam, Tess.
You think we get to 100?
I mean, in 11 minutes? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, here we go.
100 eyeballs.
Oh, for sure. Oh, you mean into the get 100 people into the stream?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out how many people like Cal. I mean, there's only 10 of these. This is number one though, which is really nice. And okay, also fun fact about this, as you might have noticed, my autograph changed from year to year. And so this is the 2021 autograph on a 2020 card because I just got this signed by Cal in 2021. So I signed them. So there's no other Cal Ripkens with a Blake. There are other signed, like they're ones that I have signed in orange. Those don't have Cal signature, but it's a different signature. So these are totally different than everything you can.
So you're saying that's 1 of 1?
It's a 1 of 10 of 1. Basically. Yeah. So that's cool. So we're gonna get that popping. Ooh, 27 so far. Okay, we got 30. I also think that StreamYard probably like
is their analytics are not
like I think they're lagging,
accurate.
right? Like it said 36. Like it said 36 like 34 retweets ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
people are flooding in.
They should be.
Comment wise, the comments say they're coming.
That's good. Yeah, Ken, get on screen exactly. Ken, I sent you the link. I could email it to you if you want.
Ken, bring your popcorn. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew. I do think the BJ. That'll always be going to be the original. That's the first thing. I'm the Iron Man of the Geo Gallery. I think that's a cool thing. I wish I had an Iron Man suit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep until so we have 10:35. We have 8 minutes. I'm gonna drop this down. Mike, actually, why I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Why don't you tell people the origin story of how we met?
Oh,
how about that?
So, wow, dude, I like how you can like sit back and you're still like
you can just do. There's no rules.
There's no rules. Yeah. So, hell, now I'm in. This is my first ever YouTube live stream, Blake. Yeah, it makes sense that it's with you. So I'll try to keep you entertained, everyone, while Blake goes to the bathroom. I hope it's a quick one because I don't have that much interesting stuff to say. So maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, Blake and I met at like a professionally driven event, but it was more like fun for creatives, and we really just like hit it off instantly, and just like we're friends, but we're always like jamming out on different ideas through the years, and then within the past few months, like some stuff just clicked where we were both in the right space, the right time, right excitement about the same thing. And now we've really, really leaned into, as Blake said when we first started the live stream, like you can't miss it if you follow Blake, but we really leaned into just building out like all these NFT opportunities. And we collectively couldn't be more excited about where all this is heading long term. Where it shakes out exactly, still to be determined. I mean, there's still so much in development, but like this direction of like NFT stuff, which is what the project here. Oh, wait, I got to get my senses right on camera. But the project here with Terrell Owens that we launched, Ken Carl in the building, artists involved. Yeah, I think Blake's coming back, fortunately, because I'm just going to be rambling. Otherwise, oh no, he got distracted. Blake, I don't know how you sit here and talk to yourself all day. I guess maybe you go into the comments. I'm not a professional live streamer like Blake. Tess, what's up? We got popcorn emojis coming. Has anyone here gotten any popcorn emoji or popcorn NFTs gifted from Santa Claus Blake himself, who's probably sent out?
I bet they have.
Anyone?
I would guess.
Oh, we got to go to the new comments.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pat D's gave a tip. Look at that. $2. Bam.
Oh, hey, nice.
Pat actually helped me set that up so that people could like tip like that.
Cool. Yeah, this is my first live stream, so that's my first live stream tip.
That's right.
Well learned.
Professional.
Thanks. Yeah.
You just
I got paid. I got paid to live stream. You're right.
You're a streamer now.
That is the qualifying offer.
You could put that in your BitClout.
That's gonna be my LinkedIn, the top of my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Professional live streamer.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
So Blake, what was the highlight of your day?
I mean, I guess the Gary Vee tweet was pretty up there.
Yeah,
I think so. Did you already like tell them about that?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's also funny that Poetic Justice that like this is like a 1-year anniversary from when I thought for sure that Gary Vee was going to have me on his show to talk about Project 2020. And at the time, it was already confirmed. We had the time set, and so I started to hype it up. I told you guys and other people, and I was just really pushing it. And then because I pushed it so hard, and it started to kind of get this life of its own, and then also all the speculation about Project 2020 at the time, they basically decided they're like, we can't do this. It's going to look bad optics wise for Gary's team if he's like pumping the set because allegedly not buying it. Who knows? I do know he's like a vintage guy. But yeah, I mean, now today with the Terrell Owens NFT Gallery Museum that we've been like working on super hard, we ended up getting published on a site called 1:37 p.m., which is it like a subsidiary basically of like Vayner? It's like one of Vayner's companies. And then Gary like tweeted the article and Instagram storied it. And so that's pretty cool because Gary, as much as he is a voice in the card space, he's also a big voice in the NFT space. And people are coming to him to learn, like, for guidance, even though he is dropping his first NFT soon, which will be really interesting to watch. Mike and I were talking about that earlier of how we think he's going to do it.
My prediction, are we going there?
Let's do the predictions.
I mean, I've not followed that closely on how he's been talking about it. I mean, I followed Gary super closely through the years. I've not followed his like build up, but just like knowing his like ethos, knowing his like how he works, seeing at high level, like his kind of like setup. Yeah. Like, I think he's going to be giving away a ton of NFTs, like very much like we're doing, exactly. Yeah. Like I was going to say stealing a play from your playbook or our playbook, but it might be the other way around. I mean, he's the OG, like just like spreading generosity and value. And then, I mean, he's definitely writing another book right now. And he's doing that. Like, I think all those doodles that he's doing, I think are involved in that book. And I think he's actually going to have like NFT layers built into that book. So my thinking is that his giveaway May 5th, which he keeps hyping up, May 5th, he's going to, or like, it's not a giveaway. He's not said that yet, but May 5th is going to be a giveaway, I believe, which is then going to build hype into his book. That's my sideline take.
Yeah, I like that. All right, Ken Carl, link is coming at you in your inbox.
Oh, we're getting Ken.
Yeah. Ken.
I feel like Vanna White back here, Blake.
Here we go. Oh, that's the Twitter link. Okay, hold on. What do you got to do? We got to do StreamYard. Okay, StreamYard's down here. Invite, copy to clipboard. Bam. All right, Ken, you've been sent your popcorn through the mail. Woo. That's your ticket to get in. Woo. Also, it's 10:42. So in just a second, we got to pick a random.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. I've been eyeing it. Okay, so we have 66 retweets now. No, I don't want to.
How are we doing? How are we picking?
So I'm gonna go like this. Let's see here. I want to click. I don't want to see the retweeters. Ooh, here we go. 61 retweets right here.
To quote retweet.
Of course. It all counts. It counts. We're just doing it. We just do it like this. We're just doing it like this. I mean, they also have to be present to win. So okay, let's see here. Where's my thing? Where's my mouse? Oh, Pat Dees is here. Patty Dees. Where Patty in the building? I know he's here because he already tipped. So Pat Dees got that, which is, you love to see it, man. That's amazing.
Congrats,
Pat Dees.
I meant to clap quietly. I don't know. It's.
I also think that like, you still follow your 3 business card rule. That's a great question. I usually carry more than 3 business cards in my fanny pack now. And the reason that things have changed since,
I like how we got an ETH dropped in there.
And
that guy's got to get some popcorn.
He dropped his ETH address in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely. Hold on, we got to add Ken Carl. Hey.
Hey.
I like how we got
What's up? Am I in?
You're in, bro.
You dropped his ETH address in? Yeah, we should definitely. Dude, how are you still on your feet, Blake?
You got to turn the video off though. You still got the video up, but just behind a little bit.
What do I got to do? What am I gonna do?
We can hear you still have the YouTube in a different window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's hearing us. So you can see yourself from like 30 seconds ago.
Is that right?
Yeah, but just close that window and focus on the StreamYard.
Close which window?
Close the
one?
YouTube, but
I closed the
The one-
YouTube, so I'm just in StreamYard. Is that right?
that's right, bro. How
How are you
man?
still? I'm good, man. How are you still on your feet?
I'm sitting down, man. I've been sitting all day.
Come
I went
on,
around.
man.
I ran around and played soccer last night. It was fun.
No way.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Man, I'm telling you what, man, your hustle is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Thanks, bro.
I mean,
Trying.
I can't. But I woke up this morning early, and you're
We
already,
need to get that one guy popcorn that dropped his ETH.
you're
Jeffrey.
already tweeting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Blake's a
Yeah,
man
where-
on a
where do
mission
you-
over here.
Okay. Where
It's down. It's down.
down? Okay.
Ken,
Is
you're
it just a .eth?
yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. Jeffalomaniac. Oh, here we go.
Ken, let's talk about your pieces a bit in from this TO collection. Those are amazing, man.
Oh,
I've looked at all these pieces probably 500 times, and I'm still like I get like positive energy every time I look at it, and just like positive feelings. So
man, the work you guys have done, Mike, is, I mean, the rest of these people, I don't think have any idea all the time you guys have put in. It's unbelievable. I mean, I keep saying it, but I don't know how you guys are still going, to be honest. I mean, I thought my part of it was difficult. It's a tiny piece compared to what you guys have done. And then when you open that video up, that was just insane.
It's just getting started, man. It's just getting started.
Ken messaged me when we first minted everything and like opened the sale.
Yeah.
Ken was like, "Yo, can't wait for the next one." That's like, and I'm like, I love that energy. Just like we literally just like launched this one. His mind's already like, "Yo, next one, come on, let's keep making incredible art."
Yeah.
Mike, I remember exactly what you said back too. Let's get through this one.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's so crazy. And we've had so many different conversations about this even today, but like just to let everyone else know, like we've been working on this for 6 weeks. And
Ken was the first like other artist that you pulled in.
Ken was the very first person. You're the first person, and
Let's go.
Yeah, and yeah, man, that's crazy. And just like the drops that have happened since then, and the way that the landscape has changed, and for good and for better and worse in certain situations. So it's really interesting watching it, and like the deeper we get into this, like every day, we're hustling, and I'm trying to like really dive into the space, which I should have done sooner, man. I should have been doing what I did the last 48 hours. I should have been doing that for the last 4 months.
But we're here now, and we're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like you were busy doing other stuff. I mean, come on, man.
No, I know. It's and that's the good part. We're all living learning. But like, anyways, like every day, I'm like, all right, shit, like this is actually work. It really is working. It's just like we got to get the momentum, and we have to have like the long term.
Like someone asked us the other day. They're like, "Hey, what's your biggest end goal? Like what do you need to accomplish that?" And I was like, thought about. Well, it was asked to Blake, and Blake then deferred it to me, and I was like,
"No, you said time."
No, I know. Yeah.
Are you talking about the time?
Yeah. I said time because that's literally what we need. It's not a matter of if.
It wasn't like your end
when.
goal. It's like what's the one thing you need to be even better? And you said time. I think that was like Anyways, but Jeffrey, I sent you a popcorn, by the way, Jeffrey. Nice job having a custom ETH address.
Well, now you say it. What is the long-term goal?
With
no. So I mean, in the scope of like with TO in this project, or with like me and NFTs.
Well,
okay.
TO
in this project is a great place to start, and hyper relevant, right? So we want to set up this community of people who it's the cross section of like people who are interested in crypto and people who are interested in Terrell Owens, and
wider sports environment too. I'd say.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. But I think that like for now, like, I think we're looking right now, like who we first want to like lure in are like either like super fans of TO, in which case we have the barrier of like, okay, we need to educate them about crypto and teach them about this space and get them comfortable. It's not like they're not going to just come on OpenSea with never buying crypto and like figure out how to like get Coinbase, insert, get the bank verification, put their money in, get a MetaMask, swap over to Ethereum, swap that to wrapped Ethereum, and then bid on a Terrell Owens thing, right? So that's a big gap. And
that's a giant hurdle, I feel. Yeah,
it is. It for sure is.
And we honestly, we knew we were early, but I don't think we realized how early we were. Like NFTs are becoming like known. People are becoming aware of what that means, but they're not there's a difference between being aware and being like an active participant, right?
Yeah.
So I think like awareness is becoming mainstream. Active participants is still super early.
Totally.
Well, it's intimidating. I mean, if a guy like me who's not very tech savvy, just trying to get everything registered took me forever, Now, I do think this, and I think you said it in the article on the 137. Is that right? 137. Is that right? I do think, and I'm not just saying because I'm part of it, I do think this will be historic down the road, because I don't think you could do it any better than you guys put this together. I mean, you cannot be done any better than you put it together. And I do think this. Well, I think that. I think once it picks up momentum down the road, or whenever that is, whenever that spark starts, I think it'll run like a wildfire. I just think, unfortunately, I don't think we know when that is. I don't mean to speak out of turn, but I think that's the issue today, I would say. But I think this will be the standard there in how this is done, for sure.
Well, we hope so, man. And I think like before I touched on like, okay, those are the TO super fans that don't get crypto. There's also the very important group of people that are really interested in crypto, but maybe don't know or like aren't football fans, so they don't care about what TO did on the football field.
Right.
We still want to create a project that gets those people excited, and so we're trying to do that by like pushing the limits of like what people are doing with NFTs, and specifically unlockable content, meaning only people with the NFT get access to a thing. Right now, every single TO piece we've ever done, including the popcorn, has some level of unlockable content, which is just this special website, and you can only get to it if you have the NFT.
Okay.
The cool thing about that,
I know I said a bunch of stuff in, so.
No, you did, and honestly, we have Lorenzo cutting things up. Like we'll be making a nice piece for that. But what's going to happen is like if someone buys the one of yours, the Shades of TO, right, and then they have that unlockable content, we have access to that page, and that can always change and live. So like we could try like having a video up there of you like talking about your art and walking you, it could be literally anything. It could be the process video we already shot. We could just randomly like do a live stream like this, but like you have to be having, have to have the thing to watch. Like there's so many options, right?
Sure. And you can get as creative as possible. Like it doesn't have to just be like, hey, this piece of content that hasn't been seen, because there's content's abundance on the internet, right?
Right.
So it's thinking through the really creative, cool, highly desirable like access and like experience and the narrative that's shaped with that access and experience. And like really, I mean, in one of our opening conversations with TO, he was talking about how he just wants to create like these wow moments, these excitements for people who are participating, and even people who are just like watching and following along. And obviously you try to tier it so that people who are like supporting more deeply get like more like crazy wow moments, but it's trying to deliver that like across the board at every touch point.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like it's exciting. Like, he's a great fit for it. And it seems like he really has the right kind of long-term vision, and and also like it's great like when he gets on fire
and even openness, man, like just to be able to like, hey, like I'm down to try this, let's experiment in this way,
right?
Which that's really special, because so many people with a brand name are hey, I'm not going to take any risk and do something new and novel.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely took risks.
Great. Yeah, And like when we start to get on fire, like, you know, we had that 137 article and then Gary V tweeted it. And so like we're on a text thread and we'll send him tweets that we want him to engage with just to make sure he doesn't miss them. And like when he jumps on it, he'll be using GIFs and like getting snarky. Like he's fun.
We were laughing hysterically, still are, that he came into that Discord group and called himself handsome. Like that's he came in and just like refused to put a profile picture because he's like, I'm when you're this handsome, you don't need a profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's classic, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is just gonna well, how do I copy this? Oh man, I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. I can't copy these from a comment while I'm like live, guys. So I'll try to go back through and pick up and send some popcorns.
Ken, what's any exciting conversations you've gotten in off of this project that like have surprised you, like in the DM?
Not even surprised me, but I've had a lot of people ask me about it. You know, what is it and all that, and I can honestly say the more I talk about it, the more fired up I get about it. I mean, Blake knows this. When he first came to me, he kind of had to sell me a little bit, you know, and he did, and now I'm all in because I really do think it's the future. I mean, my kids, I always talk to them. They're teenagers, you know. They don't watch TV. They're always on YouTube. And they're already collecting versions of NFTs as we speak. So I think in the future, this will not be hard for them to understand or even do. What will be hard for them is why would I want a 24 by 40 inch painting in my house? Why would I want that? I'll just put this on the big screen, slap this on.
Get over the way.
Right. So I think the hardest part is it's so new, and I think a lot of people are just not understanding of how it works. And then when you go in there and you first dabble in there, for a guy like me, for the average guy, it's a little overwhelming technology-wise, you know, and what you got to do. And
which that will become simpler too. Like that's
I have no
technology. It's like everything starts complex, and then like, people that are working on it work to simplify it so that more people can participate.
No question. That's why I say I think this is just the beginning of a giant iceberg. There's no question about that.
Man, you with the NFTs too, like with what you're doing with Procreate now, you know, like that combination of like not having to, and I mean, I love to work with my hands and obviously like make paintings too, but like I have an iPad and like I did a little bit of some recent projects on it, not any of the top stuff, but it's fun, man. And I think that's the future too.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I can take it anywhere. I've been working on it at night. I take it to my kids' ball games. I mean, it's insane. And literally, again, it's not new, but it's only going to get better. All the stuff you can do. And you do it on there. It's more. I can't think of the right word, but it translates better to what it's going to be on a screen, you know. One of my fears when we started this, when I talked to you, was how is this going to look? I draw small. How is that going to look blown up, you know? But already, you know, I've learned to come around. I've worked around that, and it's the sky's the limit really on what you can do at this point. So,
So I realized I told you guys that I'm going to show you or tell you which my next Topps card is. So I'm going to go grab it. You're on deck with Carl again for just a second.
All right, back to the next show. This time I got Carl, which is last time Blake left me. Blake left me alone just talking to myself. Luckily, I had some fun people in the.
I'm glad to talk to you. How's this all worked for you? Have you enjoyed the process? I mean, is it new for you?
Oh man,
Did you put all this together?
I've worked on a lot of just cool, interesting, different business stuff in the past 6-7 years, and I've been excited about a lot of them. Over the past 3 months since we've been working on this stuff, I've woken up before my alarm clock nearly every single day. And the previous projects, that was a very rare feat. That was if that happened once in 3 months, that would be all right, woo, we got this amazing energy day. So I use that as a barometer of just how positive everything is, right?
Yeah.
And it's just we got Masterfile in the building, Blake.
Nice.
And they came out and they just see me and Ken hanging. Blake stayed away, but he's back. All right,
I'm back. I'm gonna show. Okay, so this is my next Topps card, and and you guys might have seen it online already. I think you got to back up. We got to let it be all Ricky. Yeah. So, Ricky and Carl. Here we go. So I am gonna go in. I have a little bit to fix. So there's like a drop shadow on some of these letters that I think look good, and then some of it I got covered up. So I'm gonna bring in the drop shadow all the way across, which I need to do like this weekend. Because it is dropping on, what is it? I believe it's the 3rd, which is like, let me see here. Blake, 5-3. And I am dropping with F. Gregory Siff, and Naturel, which is pretty dope. It's like,
I bet you're pretty pumped. That's your guy. Those are your guys.
OG day. And I'm not going to spoil. I won't spoil anybody else's player picks because that's messed up. But I will tell you that there's definitely like some cool outliers that you're not seeing from other artists. So it's a good day, I think, for diversity and variety.
And it'll be a good day for Ricky.
Oh, yeah. And Krista, oops, I spoiled the surprise. We're going to 4 a day. I actually thought that was public knowledge already. They're doing, we lost Ken. What's the app you're using to transfer ETH to US dollars? MetaMask plus Coinbase. Great question. Space Coop. Okay, cool. Ken's back. Hold
yeah.
Welcome back. Sorry, we lost you, man.
That's my bad. That was my bad. That wasn't you guys. Hey, real quick, Blake, Grant asked me a question on here. I don't know how to type on here while I'm on here. So, Grant, I saw your question on here, but I don't know how to answer it on here. So I apologize. So,
can you say the answer?
I drew a George Mikan card, and I just finished it today, and he wanted me to show it on here. But this is not my show. This is Blake's show. So
I mean, if you want to show it to him, you can.
Yeah.
It's up to you,
I
man.
I didn't bring it up for that, but
We're art for the people, man. Nice. I love that. Get it nice and close. Get it all up in there. Nice.
Yeah, that's better.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. Those are hard ones. That's bad source material for that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
Yeah.
Those are hard for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So
Dude, how are you doing all those foil refractor, like those really crazy cards that you're making, man? What's the secret?
Well, okay, this is my secret, but it's got to stay in your podcast.
Deal.
I bought a cricket machine. You know what a cricket is?
Yeah, sure do.
And that thing cuts vinyl. I mean, it can't do it any better. I mean, it's fantastic, as you can see. And then you just got to buy different color foils. I looked around for a bunch of different foils and stuff like that. The real trick, though, is to get them to cut the player out, right? That's the hard one, because you try to cut it by hand, you'll hack the shit out of it, pardon my language. But I figured out a way to cut it on Cricut, man. It's like butter. It's dynamite. So,
wow. Yeah. All right. You heard it here. That's awesome.
Keep it here.
Keep it here, guys.
Yeah, keep it here. That's right.
That's unlockable content.
That's unlockable content. That's correct.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Have you, okay. So, with your kids, are you aware of like Crypto Voxels or Decentraland or Sandbox? They're like 3D worlds.
I know. I've heard of Sandbox. Yes.
I think that kind of whole space is basically called the metaverse.
Okay.
And so that's basically any of these like 3D virtual worlds that people are building in.
And you
have your little avatar you run around, right?
And like immersive almost.
Yeah. So the hope for me for like this museum, because I know we talked about the long-term thing, and then we kind of got off topic. Like one of the hopes is like to build it out in the metaverse and have a location, right? So you can like, and you could be wearing maybe 3D goggles, and you get to go in and you can walk around. You can walk up to your piece and see it like on the wall. Like really this this really kind of immersive experience. And it's funny because I actually was on a call with T.O. today, and I was telling him about that because I didn't want to tell him about all the video game stuff because I wanted to keep him focused on NFT because we want to like
it's too overwhelming if you don't bring people in like at the appropriate pace.
Yes.
And so like I talked about like getting the crypto people in and pushing the tech. Like that might be building this digital like video game like gallery environment. And then there's like in the gallery, there's this like VIP room, right? And it's behind this red curtain. And you can only get past it if you have an NFT of like popcorn, for example. Yes. So we have the popcorn room. And then we might have another room for people that own
popcorn parties.
Yeah, throw popcorn parties. Another room. There could literally be a Ken Carl room. You have to have the Ken Carl token to get in, and then you go inside, and then you could just put your own. You could put your own stuff up there.
Yeah.
And then people could go up to stuff on the wall. They look at it, they click on it, and then that opens up like a tab with like on OpenSea for them to like buy it, and they could literally buy it, and then in that like situation of the metaverse, then they could take that painting and put it in their own house.
See, you're insane, dude. I mean, I don't think that's a crazy. That's right on. I have no doubts that's going to happen someday. That's why I was so happy you reached out to me because I'm just thrilled hearing you talk about this because it never ends. You just constantly are adding more next level stuff to it. And again, I believe all this will happen. I've got teenage kids. I know how they get lost in that stuff and what they do. This is the future. It's just I'm 50. It's getting past the old stogies like me to understand, or basically get us out of the way. Get out of the way. So this can happen.
It's slow at first, and then like the more people you convert, those marginal you yourself. Now you're a super passionate like advocate for it. You're going to convince 10 other people and bring them in. It's going to go faster and faster and faster of the adoptants.
Well, just in the last week, okay, all my following sees the TO videos and stuff, and they think that's pretty cool. You guys know what kind of artist I am, so that's new for me. So they all comment on it, and then they all ask me, what is it? And then I explain to them what an NFT is. And at first I get the blank stare, like, what? But the more I talk to them about it, the more passionate I am, like Blake is here. And I didn't even tell about the world stuff that he just came up with. They're like, hey, that makes sense. Now you say it, that does make sense to me. I can see that, It's not hard to envision. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, I feel. So.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's exciting. It's so fun to think about what's going to be possible.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, you talk about having, teenage kids and being old or whatever. If they get to the metaverse and they're like, oh man, Dad's famous in here,
like balling out of there, like Ken Paul's VIP club where all the people like everyone.
That'll be 2 kids that won't be in it. Then that's the problem. They'll get out.
They'll be like, Dad, let us get tickets to that party tonight.
I'll tell you a quick story. You guys will get a kick out of. I just dropped my youngest boy off. He's 16. I won't let him drive my car yet. That's a little different story. But I dropped him off at a party, but he wouldn't let me take him to the party. I had to drop him off a block earlier, and he had to walk the rest of the way. He's like, Dad, and don't drive by the street. They'll know your car.
One thing it's going to be in the metaverse, he's going to be like, Dad.
He's like, Dad, let's take your car.
Let's go together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? What just happened is a basketball player signed the first ever all digital shoe deal. It was he signed with a shoe company, and all they do is make shoes for the metaverse. And if you own the shoes, your character can have the little pixely orange, the orange pixels on your feet.
But it's not that crazy. It's not that different than video games where people are buying skins, and this becomes like where you actually own it and you can move it from environment to environment versus like, hey, it just lives in this one game, and like you're spending the money, but it's lost. Here it's like you actually you don't have something, you have you have control over it for the long period.
Wherever you want to go with it. I mean, like your interview with Alex Pardee when he said, hey, when I moved, I couldn't move all that stuff. Shoot, I have it on my iPad. I can take it everywhere I go for the rest of my life. I mean, I think once people get accustomed to thinking that way,
even thinking about the physical world, and portability there. Like I think that like people are gonna like people own art, to appreciate themselves, but it's also to show it off. This environment is like being able to show it off on internet scale. So it's like,
Yes,
in these virtual environments, sure, yeah, that's great. But you go on vacation, you're at your friend's house, you can be showing up your art on their screens. You're at like some hotel and like you rent out the main room, you bring your art collection there.
Yes.
I think we're going to see someone that like is on the ultra.
Dude, the NFT hotel is going to be so sick.
Dude, people are going to be renting out stadiums in my mind, and like having stadium, like some really, really rich person is going to be like, I'm going to rent out Madison Square Garden on a Tuesday afternoon and show off my NFTs.
And sell tickets to show off my NFTs. That'd be cool.
I don't think any of that's out of the realm for sure. I mean, that's what the unfortunate thing is. Like I said, a lot of people, it's just it's hard for them to understand and grasp. It was for me at first, but now that I hear it, man, the sky really is the limit. And if you think about it, like these things behind me, that's all you can do with them. I mean, I don't mean to downgrade my own stuff, but that is all you can do with them is hang them. I can't take them anywhere. If I'm out with my buddies, I can't say, hey, here's my Larry Bird. Well, I do. I got to go find them on my phone, but that's what we're talking about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, Ken, super, super happy to have you involved in this whole project and along for the ride and like talking about it now with you. I'm so pumped how pumped you are about like the future of all.
I'm fired up, man. No question. Again, I can't thank you enough, Blake, all that you've done for me. You know that already.
It's all love. It's
I'm
fun,
sure
man.
people think I'm over the top sometime, but the people that know me know that I'm not like that. You're just that good of a dude. And Mike, you know that now. I mean, like you said, you're excited to come to work every day. The dude is just like he's just such a good dude to be around and so energetic. And I don't know how you're doing all this, the time you're putting in. I think I work. I mean, I get up at 6. I'm working till 10 or 11 every night, and I got to shut it down. And you're still going. I don't know how you do it, man.
Well, no kids. I know that can.
Well, it still doesn't matter. You're getting 5 times the things done, and quite honestly, sometimes it angers me a little bit. I mean, how does he get more done than I am, man? Shit. You're like, hey, read this article or do this. I'm like, shit, man. How am I going to work that?
Yeah,
and you're doing it. You're doing it. So
no, I do hate reading articles though.
You like listening.
I love listening to articles. I love listening to books, but reading. Yeah.
Just getting in Discord was like a 40-minute process for me. You know, I guess I'd gotten
your commentary once you got in literally made my day. I was like, I was laughing with you. I feel like versus laughing with you. But you're so like fun about even your like struggle to like find your way.
Oh, it's a nightmare for me. A nightmare, you know. Well,
I'm glad you made it. Ken, please, and I mean this wholeheartedly. If you're struggling navigating for 40 minutes on something, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm
man, look, you guys
to help you navigate things.
Look, you guys got way too much going on to deal with my nonsense. So
no way.
It's all good, man. If you're having an issue, a bunch of other people are too.
Every time the few times, Blake, I've had to ask you questions, man, it took me a long time to send them. I'm like, man, I do not want to bother this dude. I don't want to send him.
Just shoot him over.
Like, you're so funny about it, but like, I do want to help and make it smoother for you too. And anything that we're trying to like help bring you into, like we certainly don't want you to feel overwhelmed in a sense like that you're wasting 40 minutes trying to get into something.
Well, first of all, Mike, I don't feel it's a waste because this benefits me long term. Let's be fair. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I need to learn how to do it. We're talking about the difficulties of NFTs and understanding them. Look, I'm a good litmus test. I need to learn how to do this stuff because, quite honestly, it's my future. I need to know how to navigate and do these things. So,
for sure. I just mean that you would learn the same stuff in that 40 minutes. We could help you with it in 7.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
We want you to get the skills. Yeah.
But here again, I'm in there. I'm trying to get in, and all I see is my phone. Blake, tweet. Mike, Instagram, Blake, tweet, Mike, Instagram. I'm like, man, these guys ain't got time for my nonsense. I got to figure this out.
Well, trust me, it's just as chaotic feeling over here. We're like, oh, quick, Instagram. Oh shit. Oh god, tweet. Oh god. Oh man, T.O. tweeted. Oh geez, we got like, yeah.
I said, I've said it 100 times in this already. I don't know how you guys are doing it. I have no idea how you guys are doing it. I was son when you.
We have a popcorn machine and we're just eating it.
Yeah.
I bet you do. You probably got a Red Bull machine back there somewhere too. You'd have to.
Yeah, I know, man. I know it.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, dude, I'm excited. I think that so the plan is, and again, I need to like communicate this en masse to all the artists, because we had like auctions, a lot of them that were ending tonight. Some no bids, and we just started them again, and we put them ending on Sunday because that 137 press was really nice. Gary V tweeting about it, great. We have a few other kind of potential cool things that I think could drum up some attention, and we're just gonna let it ride, man. And like the thing is if we build the community and keep going, like eventually every piece will sell.
Yes.
It's not going to happen in a weekend. And I do think that that's also indicative of like the way that all these drops are happening. People are like wising up quickly where like Nifty Gateway puts customers in a situation where a drop happens and NFT is available, but only for like 15 minutes. And so like, you're really rushed to like make a decision of like, do I want to, am I sure? Like, that's kind of a stressful, and that's not the type of situation that I want to like sell my art in anyways.
No.
And so,
you know, we want to build relationships with people that are obviously we're going to have certain customers into crypto, especially that we don't have any idea who they are. There's anonymity to it, but like if we can, we want the relationships with the customers and the community around people who are supporting. I think that's more sustainable.
Yeah,
well, Blake, that's how you do it.
Yeah, it's also, but it's so sick that like, because we have this kind of long-term attitude, we're building this story, and we've like done a really, I think, good job documenting it, even stuff that we haven't published yet. Like we really have a lot of, and we're also planning to like really put out this mega piece of content explaining the whole project from like conception to idea to execution to learnings to winnings.
Because a lot of it was experimental. We're like, all right, let's try this. Ooh, let's do this. Because there's 1,000 different decisions that you can make, and like a lot of those paths could be successful. And it's just like, all right, like let's just go this way. It's like our principles are sound of like what we're trying to do. And like how do you actually bring that to life?
But there is no handbook. You're on uncharted territory, to be honest. So
we're trying to write one.
Yes. And under a deadline.
I know. But yeah, I mean, like what excites me about that and that approach, and like it takes some stress off, right? Of not having to sell stuff right away. Like if as the world becomes more comfortable with NFTs, your audience starts to pick it up more, as with all of these artists. Like your first NFTs ever are part of this collection that's like memorialized history. And I said it in the article, and I told Tio it, and I meant it, is that like, you know, while the Gronk drop and the Mahomes drop did really big numbers, and those are headline things, and they have their place in NFT history, especially in sports, because of their timing. Yeah, I think we're setting something up that if we continue to like push this and do this the way I think it could work,
and the way we deem is the right way.
Our version is the right way. Like, I think that will have just as big of a impact, like a piece of history, because
I think it's possible.
I think it's going to be more. Look, I don't mean to say this because I'm involved in it, but the people that buy this first round of stuff, they're getting unburied treasure. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, because eventually this, just like Project 2020, it opened up. Nobody really knew what it was. Some people bought the cards, and then all of a sudden one day it explodes, right? I feel this is going to be the same way. It's going to explode at some point, and if you were lucky enough to get these opening NFTs at the prices they're going for, I mean, you're going to do very well as an investment. I feel. I'm not just saying that. I really believe that. So.
I think there's a lot of crap investments in the NFT space right now, like real crap, like a high percentage. Like we're talking 90+%. I don't feel that about this, and it's same thing. Like, yeah, I'm involved, but like, no, like how we're kind of structuring it, how we're trying to execute long term, like who's involved, their like level of professional accolades and creative accolades. Like, I feel very confident, like, selling this as like you're getting a very good price if you get it now.
The other thing I would say is this, and I could be speaking out of turn because I know very little about it. I've only looked around some, but there's not a ton of great sports art on there, and eventually the sports collector is going to find his way there, right? And they're going to continue to find their way there, and just like everything else, once they start finding their way, then some guy's going to figure out a way to get more people to come there, and it's become more collectible. And the card companies are already trying to move that way a little bit. Eventually, people are going to come look for sports art, and they're going to see this stuff on and like, well, I've been looking for that. And then they find out it's there. They find out it was part of this project, who some of these artists were that were part of this project. And like you said, Blake, a lot of them, this will be our first NFTs to sell. And they're like, that's the first one. That's like a rookie card. I mean, I got to have that.
It is a rookie card.
I think the people that stumble, and I shouldn't say stumble, the people who invest early and who can see the future see this, I think that they make a wise investment personally. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying because I'm a part of it. I just believe that. You know?
I share the opinion. So
no, we totally agree. I see that Lauren Taylor's pieces, her 1 of 1 and 6 of 8, both got bids. So we changed it where we lowered. OpenSea suggested that we take off the minimum bid, leave the reserve where it is, but put the minimum bid at 0. They like from their data that's better. So we did all those changes today, and so Lauren Taylor got a couple bids just I think since we've been speaking, which is awesome.
Yeah,
but probably not bids that we're going to accept. And that's like the great thing is like we can basically just sit on it and see until we get what we want to accept.
I don't know if I should say this on here, but I have a guy reach out to me, so I feel really confident my 1 of 1 will sell. So,
yeah.
So he reached out back to me again today. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm all for it, and I think like what you're doing, like engaging there and working those deals out is like the mindset you should be having, because like I think that it takes a little bit to get people into the space, and like I mean I sold a LeBron James painting. And they asked, hey, if I buy the painting, can I get the NFT for free? And I said, no. In fact, if you want the NFT, that's more expensive than the painting. And then like we ended up, we negotiated and we kind of met in the middle. But like he paid me more than I was selling the painting for both the painting and the NFT. And, because that's valuable to have that combo. So
yes.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have normally like made that deal necessarily, but I want to get my NFTs out there, and also like that's a piece that I really liked, and I wanted to get that in the right hand. So it's wild, man. It's crazy. Like, so I did really good. All of the experimenting I did kind of on my own up into leading up to this was all just selling these one-off pieces, and it's like this is the only available. Bam, get it. Bam, okay, it's gone. Next.
And you weren't even like widely promoting it.
Not widely, no.
Yeah, no. I would just see an occasional thing that you had it for sale, and then
No, it was good. And so like I had a lot of Ethereum, and I just like basically just spent all of it on like buying other artists' work. And like I have such a sick NFT collection, and I like the owner of like so many people's first works, and some of their first works were not cheap. Now I know why. Like I see these like threads of these like people in crypto that are buying art. They're like, first time crypto seller, drop your thing. It has to be less than half an ether, or they'll put a price cap on it, which I think is smart, because I was just kind of like, that art's awesome and that artist should be rewarded for it, right? So I like, if I had basically if I had saved all that Ethereum, I would have been able to buy at least an edition of 8 from everyone, from all the whole set of this. And like that would have been a really cool. I would have loved, like, if I had that, if I was liquid and I could just do that, I would buy one of each of these.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good investment.
I spread it all around. So
I know you do.
You're using that as you're learning and supporting.
I know. I just wish, like, I mean, there's some of it.
Of course, I would rather like know your collection. I would rather have like pieces of this collection than some of the other stuff.
Yeah,
which is cool, but.
Yeah, and then also like the cool thing about with this is that like blockchain keeps track of each artwork, right? The whole provenance from creation. And so it's creation, and then it's owned by, and that's like Terrell Owens, and that's the verified account. And so like whoever gets it, it's like you have this origin of like, I literally got that from Terrell, and then somebody else is like, and that looks cool to someone else. They're like, oh, that's a picture of Terrell. Oh, by an artist that I like. Oh, and that's from, it's like tied to his account. Versus like, because there is a lot of fan art on crypto, right? So like people can find a Terrell Owens NFT, of course, but not all of them are tied to like this.
Right, not from him. Not from him. They can't. There's only 8 of those. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yes,
it's a blast, man.
Well, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Are you worried? Like, if you go through and look at a lot of this NFT art, it's obviously vastly different than the kind of stuff we do. Does that concern you any? Or like, I go back and forth. I think, man, do I need to adapt? Do I need to evolve? Or do I say, hey, I'm one of the few guys doing it this way? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They're all coming, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. Look, I think that knowing 3D animation, either Blender or I was just recommending another one. I think knowing that will be a very useful skill.
I can't believe it.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
But I also think that it's kind of like how like coding, like computer, like coding apps became really popular, and then, like there became all these like camps and like all these like tutorial like, and kids wanted to be coders, right? And now, I mean, I don't know where we stand in terms of like shortage or demand, but like I think that there's more of them, and like they did a good job making coding cool and enticing. I think the same thing's going to happen with like 3D animators, where people are going to be going to like intensive boot camps to become really good at it, where it will become a lot easier to find people that can do whatever you need done for a relatively affordable price, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Because like now to work with the top guys, like, I mean, dude, you saw the ring that we made with the TT thing.
Yes.
Did you see? So like, that's not cheap to have made, and we hired someone to do that. But like, if we could make it ourselves, that'd be so sick.
Yes.
So, I think for adapting, I'm thinking of like, first I need to just start using the iPad. That's my next adapting step.
I'll say this to you, Blake. You'll move right to it quickly. I mean, your art is made for it. You just gotta. It's just a different way of doing it. But I think you'll look. In fairness, people are always going to want you to do it the way you've done it. That's your fan base, right? Right. Yeah, but I think you can take that into the iPad and do extra stuff to it or other stuff. That's all I'm doing. Like, I go back and forth. I think, well, I'm known for my cards. Do I want to just abandon that entire way of doing things? I don't think I should, because I think my people like those, Mm-hmm. The trick is, how do you morph Procreate into what I'm doing? That's the trick, and I've done a lot of experimenting, and I think I got it, and then I look at it a day later, I'm like, oh no, that's bad. That's brute. But it's trial and error like everything else we do,
Yeah. I've only sat down for a few sessions, but every time I sit down, I end up like working for like at least an hour or two, and like it's pretty cool what I make. Yeah. But like every time I'm like relearning, like, oh, what brushes do I like? What are the buttons? Like, how do I undo it? Oh crap, I forgot to make a new layer. All that, right?
I'm aware of it all. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I always forget the brushes. There's like 5 or 6 I really like, and I always forget where they are. But it's dynamite. Yeah. And what I do is hard on my hands. My hands hurt. A couple of times a week, they start hurting really bad. I squeeze the pencil too hard. I need to get away from that a little bit. It's just. Right. It sounds silly that you could have injuries drawing.
You need to do some finger painting, man.
Yes.
That would sell big time as an NFT.
Yeah.
Get unlockable content there.
Yeah. That's the next thing. I mean, I got to be able to film my stuff better, Like Tom's paints, when he filmed that whole team, the whole celebration. That was cool, I thought, I can't do that.
He works for DreamWorks. So, of course, he's going to have –
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like and he does like background animations for like big movies and stuff, I think.
Oh,
like,
no.
Dude, he's a beast.
I didn't know that.
I know.
I only know him from his Twitter, his like Chicago White Sox stuff. He does a lot of that stuff. That's where I know him from. So, I didn't know that.
Dude, we have some hidden gem like talent, that it's so cool. All these artists, and that's another great
Like
example.
Lorenzo is like
Yeah.
he's like
Undiscovered gem.
Yeah, super undiscovered, super talented, super
Yeah.
hard worker. Like I'm very bullish on his future, but like very undiscovered.
Did he add the exploding like popcorn piece to your one of one, Blake? Is he the one who did that? That's dynamite, dude. I was thinking to myself, what's you guys added, what you added to mine. I'm like, what did they add to Blake's? Because you first see yours just flat on the wall, and I'm like, come on, man, I know what he's gonna do. So he's saying something, and all of a sudden, boom! I'm like, oh shit.
It was cool. It's funny because Lorenzo is he's Italian. He lives in Italy, and there's a little bit of a communication gap sometimes on some things. And so like I was filming, I had the thing and I was like explaining, I was like, okay, we're here, we see this. I want like popcorn to kind of like come out, like almost just like a wave, like just like a little bit and then go back in. Like kind of like that. Like I was thinking of it more like just like a moving background like this, like a popcorn.
Right.
And then he like said it to me and it's like, pow! And I'm like, that's pretty cool. But at first it was only like 10 popcorn kernels. It was just like a bunch of small ones. It almost looked like bullets. And then I'm like, all right, like more popcorn. Make the popcorn bigger. Make the popcorn gold. There's a lot.
I thought it turned out great. So
talk about how you met Lorenzo, which is kind of a cool.
So Lorenzo was introduced to me by another video editor friend of mine. And because I was looking for a video editor for all of my Project 2020 stuff to turn it into a docuseries. So we're doing a 10-part docuseries, 1 hour long episodes. And he's editing, like he's on like episode 9 right now. So he's like documentary editor.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
How do you have time for all this stuff, man?
No. So we just filmed it last year and like I had so much footage. I had one of these hard drives. It was like totally full. It's like a 5. So this is 2021, but it's like a 5 terabyte. I had to mail this to Italy, and he's been working on this for months. We started this project in like January together, and I met him, and then like I started to do well with NFTs, and he was kind of like, how does that work? And so I had him help on some stuff, and then he's
surprised. He's a great animator.
He's
like
a total beast.
He pumps out work so fast, like on the video side, just like amazing editing.
It's like
this is so funny how like he brought him in for video editing stuff, and then like what do you know? He's an amazing animator and like artist creative in his own right. That is just not known for that yet.
That's new for him. That's the first time you guys knew he could do that stuff.
I had no idea. I didn't know Lorenzo prior to this project really. Like I'd seen some of his output of like the edits that he's done for like Blake's like social media posts, but like I didn't know him. How did you figure out that he does 3D animation stuff?
So Lorenzo was introduced to me by a guy named Mark Nelson who works for ESPN. And he's like a dope 3D animator. And like I had gotten put in contact with him because I needed my doc edited. I wanted the docuseries. And Mark heard about it and he's like, this isn't really my thing. I'm more of a 3D animator. But my friend Lorenzo is a good storyteller. He could do it. So he introduced us. And then I think it's when I hired Mark to do a couple 3D animations for me. And he's, again, like pretty expensive. And I hired him to do one. He's like, honestly, this is not that hard. Like Lorenzo could probably do this. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, Lorenzo can do that. So that's how I found out how.
So it's not that hard, but Lorenzo can do hard stuff.
Here's what I would say. Good for us. Good for us.
Yeah. I'm gonna this. So, dude, this is the guy that was laughing at us of like long term. Ha ha ha. Remember? Like that's a pretty. I don't even understand what he's like looking for.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like gonna send something back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also funny.
Blake it's all genuine, but he's such a good social media person. Like there was someone who like it was like a little bit like what basically he was kind of
he was just hating on the project, right?
Yeah, in short, like I mean, so many celebrities are big names, brand names, are just rushing into space for like they think it's easy money, which it's not. And like how you win is actually getting involved.
Right.
But he was like commented that on the Gary V or the 1:37 p.m. article, like an obnoxious amount of ha's like long term, like yeah, right. And Blake came in over the top and was like just like handled it like such a gem. But it's amazing how you can and now they're like they're talking. He sent like this guy sent a really long like nice message. But it's always so great to see when you take someone who has like a negative and you turn them into like a superman, right? That there's crazy power in that, and I don't think that's done enough over social media. It's like people actually, he's like his response is like, oh, now that I see you as a human, you're explaining like what you're doing. You're talking about how the artists are being uplifted. He's like, wow, this really is a special project. So that's like, this is someone who was a hater high level. And then once he actually got more exposure into what's happening, he's like, this is super cool.
But in fairness, if you don't know Blake, you don't know that's what he's about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the people in this room know that. But if you just see him out and about, you don't know that. As soon as you meet him and see that he is genuine, that he does mean this. I mean, again, I've said this before, but last year was a tough year for the world, you know. And I stumbled into him. And it's just a nice place. The people in this chat room are here every night he's on. They're such good people. They're so supportive for you. Every one of these people I hear from, every time I tweet something, I hear from them. They're all great people. Great. Blake's a great. It's just such a positive vibe. And think about what he just did. He took a troll on social media, which is part of the plague of our world right now, and turned him into a supporter. I mean, that's hard to do. That's hard to do.
There's one interaction with him.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Key. Video tweets are the key. It's so easy to be angry at this like text on a screen, but once you see somebody's face, if they're like smiling and being genuine, then like, you know,
and the voice inflection. It's why these like audio apps are killing it, because like the voice can communicate so much nuance, and like when video even more because you can see expression. That's true. But like you can tell if someone's more, you can more readily tell or easily tell if someone is being genuine or if they're just typing like PR driven like.
Yeah. Well, and you could read something wrong. I mean, you could be angry, read something, and then read something angry into it, you know, because you're just in a bad frame of mind. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I see Grant asking, when will that launch? If you mean the docuseries, probably soon. I do need to. I'm supposed to have Jeff from Tops come by the studio. We're going to do an interview, and I also need. I'm going to show him the whole thing because I don't want Tops being mad for whatever. And like we got a lot of, you know, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff and conversations about stuff that I'm excited to share. Mm-hmm. But we got to make sure that Jeff's cool. But Jeff's also going to record an interview. We got to get Tony and Matt over to record some interviews, and we're going to do it. Like we'll have them. We'll probably do like a viewing party over here for the team. We'll all watch them, and then we can like, because we want to like shape the story. We didn't film everything, and so we want to make sure that we can pick up those gaps of telling the story if we need to with like interview stuff. But to answer your question, Grant, I don't know when it's going to go live, but it's going to be dope. That's for sure. Definitely like it's reliving 2020, which man feels like so long ago.
10 days ago, we had something happen 10 days ago that was like whatever. But like that feels like it's like 5 months ago based on this last week. So 2020, that feels like it's like simultaneously it feels like we're still in it, and it also feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are doing it, man. I swear I don't know how you're doing it.
Lots of spicy soda, as we call them.
That would just put me to sleep, man. That wouldn't help me any.
Oh no, it's just soda water. It's like club soda.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, no, not beer. Yeah, that's why we just call it spicy soda. No, but we do go through a lot of that. Yeah, man, we're just I don't know. It's pretty easy to work like long hours when I'm so excited about what I'm working on.
Yeah.
So, but there's also it's definitely not every day. This is a grind right now because this project is live. I've been working really tough on getting it ready.
Yeah.
But I also went to Joshua Tree last weekend, and I was there. I was gone for 3 days, and I did a little bit of work each day because we were preparing for the launch. But I got to relax and get sun and be in a hammock and go in a hot tub and taking care and taking time.
Recharge your batteries. Yeah.
And then there's also days that I don't ever, unless I have something really early, I just don't set alarms. Unless I'm on a kick. Sometimes I'll get on a kick of wanting to get up early, but usually I'll just get up whenever I get up. And sometimes this morning I slept until 10, which is very late for me. Usually the previous day I was up at 6 without an alarm for context.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was just
because I saw your tweet.
But my body needed it. So, I really do value sleep, and I've gotten a little bit less sleep than I would prefer over the last 48 hours because of this launch. And it is. But honestly, now that 8-10 has passed, we kind of came up with this new long-term vision and strategy that there is no pressing deadline that is going to make you lose sleep. There's just getting a little better every day and trying to learn for the next project.
Well, and while I have you on the
you got me. You got me.
In the future, or even on this, if you need more unlockable content, if you need a one-of-one card or something like that, I was thinking about this. What else could I add to this to make this better? You obviously reach out to me, man. I can always do that. And even those cards you asked me about on the cricket, we could do one Terrell Owens, and I could do several different backgrounds. As another unlockable content or whatever you throw in, if you will.
Let's make some of those cards and have him sign some.
Yeah, we can do that, obviously. So if you want, you think this over, email it to me or whatever, and we can talk hashtag it.
No. That's great.
Okay.
If you want to, look, because the art's already done, right?
Well, on this one, I think we should do, if we do that, I think we should do we have to decide a pose. Do you want to do the popcorn? Although we've done a ton of the popcorn on this, which I know that's what it's about, but it's either got to be the popcorn pose or him standing on the star, right? We get rid of the star, of course. But if you did that card, hold on one second.
Oh, you're saying so different than I'm saying we could print cards. Could we print reproductions of Shades of TO as a card?
Yes. Well, you could, but that would be a tough one because of how his face is made. But
it's white on black. Huh?
Yes. But for example, you could take. I'm not trying to pimp my stuff. I'm just showing you what I'm talking about.
Okay, don't worry.
Pimp Ken stuff would be an amazing name of a show, by the way.
So on this Acuna card, you could do the TO pose.
Wow.
We would draw I could draw TO one time, and then you could have all these different backgrounds added to it. And each one's a one of one.
I say let's do it.
Even as giveaways or something.
They're different. They're the same pose, but different backgrounds.
Yeah.
So you could do that. Again, I don't want to force it. I'm just trying to think of something.
When you got time, let's do it. But no rush. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Look,
how we came on and we're like, all right, let's go on for 20 minutes.
Yeah. We're on for longer.
Hey, anytime you want to go, let me go. I'll talk all night.
Man. It's all good.
No. We know it all. No, I'm so happy that you came on, and I'm very happy that this is longer than 20 minutes. It's just fun. I always just love how you set expectations low, and they just blow them out of the water because you're having fun or it's really productive or whatever else combination.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you guys is, if you think of other things you can use my stuff for, let me know, and we can make that happen. So.
Yeah. And we are still, and it's great because we're learning, right? So
yes,
I guess have we told anyone that we're doing TT?
No, let's tell people here. And this is going to be a totally different structure than how we rolled out.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing is
the scale of this project will be way smaller, but it's cool still.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also people when I approached Ken probably 6 weeks ago now or something like, I don't know. It's been a while, right? I mean, dude, it's
been about 3 weeks, I think. Yeah.
No, dude, you finished TO so much. Like that can't have just been 3 weeks ago.
Oh no. TO's been longer than that. Yes.
I know, bro. We've been talking about that for a while. But but when I came to you, like we came with the idea of Tim Thomas and TO, I think at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Let's do, we thought TO is going to go first. Anyways, the Tim Thomas stuff. I also just got another submission from another artist. It's a guy that I wanted to get in.
Tim Thomas, the goalie from the Bruins, by the way, not the football player.
Yeah,
because there's some confusion.
But yeah, man, like we're gonna do I think we're just gonna do. What is it? So we have Ken's, we have the hockey puck, the ring, the TT logo, and
it'll probably be like 5 pieces.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably be like 5 artworks, and I think we're just gonna do like probably like all one of ones and maybe like one thing like the TT logo or something. We'll do like an edition of 11 or no 30. What his number is 30, right?
30. The other thing, again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but we have that logo. You know the one I drew of him. Okay, you've seen it. I've done another part. You're gonna like the other part I've added to it, but I drew the one. You know what I'm talking about. That's another one. If you wanted to, for unlockable content, you could put on one of those cards like we were just talking about. TO. You could do a certain number of those because that would be a perfect pose for one of those cards. So
you're right. I think we should do that, and we should start planning that now. Because, I mean, we told the Athletic we're going to launch on April 27th, which is this Thursday. It's so insane. It's so funny. Like it's a big article too. Like the Athletic's legit, and Tim has basically been offline since retiring. Yeah. So it's going to be a special like moment.
And it's
in
like
hockey
a 10-year
history.
anniversary of like him winning the Stanley Cup. Bruins did, and he won the MVP of the NHL as a goalie.
Yes.
So it's like this like coming back into the world after because he had some pretty bad like concussion issues at the end of his career. Why he kind of like became like more loose.
But that year he won the Stanley Cup, the Conn Smythe for MVP of the Stanley Cup, and the Vezina for being the best goalie. I mean, triple crown of goaltending.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's going to be fun, but like definitely learn from this. Like we're not going to do like giant editions and have like tons of different places. It's going to be focused. And I actually think I sent you an invite for Foundation, right?
Yes.
So I think we might actually, because I have a couple extra invites, I think we might set up a Foundation for him and do it there. I just think it's a little cleaner buying experience. However, it still does require the MetaMask and all that stuff. So, I don't know.
There's no way around that. No way around that, though. Like Mike said, that's gonna as time goes on, that'll become easier and easier to navigate for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Anyways, but that's a go. So we should let's talk. What is Friday? So that's on Tuesday then. Jesus. Okay. Well, we should chat over the weekend and just make sure we have all the final art or like final plan. And that'll be, like I said, a lot simpler, more straightforward, but it's awesome.
I'll send you what I have right now. I'll just text it over to you so that I also see it, but I'll text this over to you real fast. I'm gonna
4 years ago, Blake and I met at
I'm gonna tweak this still. I'm still playing around with Procreate, so
that boy.
But let me show you. I'll send over what I have so far. I'll text it to you real fast here.
Yeah, let's see it.
I added a part I don't think you've seen yet. I'm a little not good with this stuff, so you have to bear with me as we've talked about, Mike.
All good, man.
All right, I think it's sent. It's a text message.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, that's tight.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, we hadn't seen the added part.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just the original part.
Yes,
On the card.
I think it'd make a great card. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome, man.
Thanks. Again, I'm gonna still mess with it. I'm still trying to do stuff on Procreate, so that may not be the final.
All good. It's beautiful. All of your work is amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, let's see. I don't even know what the priorities are that I should do before I get to bed.
Well, why don't we do this?
Sorry, what did T.O.? Oh, T.O. mentioned, yeah.
Why
Yeah,
don't
man, I think we'll wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys get to bed. That's what I was getting ready to say. Why don't you guys get some sleep?
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you for jumping on.
Anything I can do to help, man, you know that. I always want to help you. So
I know, man. I appreciate that. Likewise.
Mike, thanks for everything you've done too, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, you've really been a joy to work with. Just in turn, you're always punctual. Get back to me. Have stuff in on time. Have the right stuff. So
positive energy.
Yeah, positive energy. All that. It all goes a long way. So I really appreciate that.
Hey, man, I gotta say, I want to stay on the team. I don't want to get cut.
This isn't Survivor, Ken. We're not voting people off the island.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you guys go, man. Stay awesome, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you, bro. Later,
Reach out over the weekend. You guys need something, all right?
I'm gonna.
I can't wait for Pimp Ken's cards.
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks.
Yeah. Talk soon.
See you guys. See ya.
Let's see here.